and welcome to your University of Toledo's 2016 Spring Commencement. Our processional into the arena will be led by the Grand Marshal, the University President, members of the University of Toledo Board of Trustees, and University administrators. We will begin our ceremony with the presentation of the flag of the United States. This will be led by the University of Toledo's award-winning Army ROTC Color Guard and Pershing Rifles. The presentation of the flag will be followed by the processional.
Good afternoon. Commencement is a celebration of personal growth, the merit of hard work, and the many opportunities afforded by higher education. It's also a rebirth, graduates leaving university life behind to emerge into a competitive workforce, eager to find their place and to pursue their passion. And for others, today represents the beginning of a new stage of university life as you pursue additional educational goals. The University of Toledo is deeply grateful that you chose us to help prepare you to achieve your goals. We are extremely proud of your academic success and honored to share this celebration with you. Please stand and join me in opening our ceremonies by singing the national anthem, which will be led by Chelsea Cree. Chelsea is a first-year graduate student in vocal performance. She is from Toledo. Members of the University of Toledo's Army ROTC Color Guard and Pershing Rifles will present the colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Members of the graduating class, trustees, faculty, distinguished guests, parents, and friends, good afternoon. To our graduates, you did it. No matter what your choice of study, I know there were many times that weren't easy. There were hardships and many sacrifices you made along the way in order to pursue your degree. I hope you are as proud of your accomplishments as I am. I want to thank the university's dedicated faculty and staff, the mentors, instructors, coaches, and advisors whose work has enabled the achievements we celebrate today. It is our graduates who grow and thrive, but our faculty who provide the seeds and nourishment for their learning. The unbridled enthusiasm, wisdom, and selfless dedication of our faculty are critical components in ensuring UT students reach their full potential. For that reason, I'd like to ask the faculty and staff members with us today to please stand now and be recognized. Thank you. Will the college marshals please rise so they may be recognized? And will all alumni marshals, which include members of the Golden Alumni Society, those who have graduated at least 50 years ago, please stand to be recognized. Thanks to each and every one of you. At this time, I ask Professor John Barrett, Interim Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, to present his opening remarks.
Thank you, President Gaber. Congratulations, members of the class of 2016. And welcome to all the parents, grandparents, siblings, children, spouses, significant others, and friends of today's honorees. This is an exciting and momentous day for you. After years of hard work, dedication, and way too much pizza, you have finally reached your destination, graduation. But this is not just your day. Everyone here shares in your pride and joy today, just as they have shared in both your successes and struggles in getting here. So members of the graduating class, please make sure to thank your friends, family, and professors who have helped make today possible for you. Of course, before we ask you to move your tasks on your mortarboard, signifying that you've graduated, you will endure welcoming remarks and speeches from a number of us, admonishing you to reflect on what you have accomplished during your journey to get here today, and to think about how you should take what you have learned here at the University of Toledo and build upon it to improve the human condition, as our mission statement says. These will be important and thoughtful remarks, and you should heed their wisdom. But I would like to take my few minutes up here to tell you to do something else as well, to have fun. Obviously, you will do this in your free time and in the extracurriculars you choose to pursue. But you should also do so in your career. You are among the most fortunate people on the planet by having earned a college degree. This will open doors and create opportunities for you that you cannot even imagine today. You will have choices. So as you consider these opportunities, my advice to you is to spend your time doing something you love. You will spend more of your waking life at your job than at anything else, including the time you will spend with your spouse and your children. So I encourage you to find a profession that you are passionate about. This may not come with your first job. I know it didn't for me. But the average person my age has had over 11 different jobs during their lifetime, so you have plenty of time to figure it out. I have been blessed to have a job where I look forward to coming to work every day, and I cannot overstate what a difference it makes. As my term as interim provost comes to an end, I would also like to say what an honor and privilege it has been to serve in this role, and to thank all of you who have worked with me these last 2 years to make the University of Toledo even stronger. It has been a lot of fun, and we've left the university better than where it was. Today marks the end of one chapter in your life and the beginning of another. Going forward, you will experience successes and failures. Hopefully you will strive to make a difference, because if you do, then you will. And you will work hard for your accomplishments, just as you have to reach today's milestone. But through it all, remember to have fun. Life is about the journey, not the destination. Tomorrow you will begin that new journey. But for today, celebrate what you have accomplished. You have earned it. Once again, congratulations and thank you.
It is now my privilege to recognize several distinguished persons who have joined us to celebrate this occasion. I'd like to begin with those members of the Board of Trustees who are present. I will ask each to stand and be recognized as I call their name. Please hold your applause until all of them have been introduced. Mr. Stephen Kavanaugh, Vice Chair. Mr. Jeffrey Cole. Dr. S. Amjad Hussein. Mr. Joseph Zerby IV, and Ms. Anna Crisp, Student Trustee. Thank you. I would now like to recognize several members of the Platform Party. I ask each of them to stand as their name is called. Again, please hold your applause until all have been recognized. Dr. Kay Patton, Senior Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. William Messer, Vice President for Research. Ms. Mary Humphreys, Grand Marshal and President of Faculty Senate. Dr. Christopher Cooper, Executive Vice President for Clinical Affairs and Dean of the College of Medicine and Life Sciences. Dr. Johnny Early, Dean, College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. And Dr. Rebecca Schneider, Graduate Council Chair. Thank you. I now call upon Board of Trustees Vice Chair Stephen Kavanaugh, who will introduce our commencement speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Gaber. It is my pleasure to introduce to you this afternoon Dr. Janetta Betch-Cole. Dr. Cole is a distinguished educator, administrator, cultural anthropologist, and humanitarian. She made history when she was appointed as the first African-American female president of Spelman College, a historically black college, serving from 1987 to 1997. She later served as president of Bennett College from 2002 to 2006. She has had an illustrious career that has been marked by her exceptional leadership and dedication to public service that has been recognized with more than 68 honorary degrees. Dr. Cole graduated from Oberlin College in 1957 with a degree in sociology. She earned her master's in 1959 and a PhD in 1967 from the University of Northwestern. Later in the program, Dr. Cole will be conferred an honorary degree, and we will honor her lifelong contributions at that time. We are pleased and excited to have Dr. Cole as our guest this afternoon. I present Dr. Janetta Betch-Cole.
Good afternoon. And what a great afternoon it is as we gather to celebrate the graduation of this mighty class of 2016. I want you to know that it really feels good to be back at the University of Toledo, and shortly, by receiving an honorary degree, I become a member of the class of 2016. Of course, I want to turn to acknowledge Sister President Sharon Gaber, the first woman to lead this stellar university. I want you to know, Sister President, that it is both a privilege and a joy to offer this address at the second of your first spring commencement. Here you are at the helm of the University of Toledo. I also want to acknowledge the Board of Trustees, administrators, faculty, staff, alumni, students, friends of this very special university. Now, to make sure that I've acknowledged everyone who is here, I greet you as my sisters and my brothers all. I want to salute all of the families and friends of the graduates who are here and those who could not be here. You've done so much to make this graduation a reality for your loved one. These are the folks who believed in you, graduates, even when you sometimes didn't believe in yourselves. These are the wonderful folk who have been your human ATMs. Now, you know, a commencement is a sterling tribute to the power of education and the roles it can play in our lives. The first role of education is to help us better understand the world. The second role is to point out what each of us can do to help to make the world better. One of my sheroes, and you know for every hero there's at least one shero. One of my sheroes, Marion Wright Edelman, once said this: if you don't like the way the world is, you change it. You have an obligation to change it. You just do it one step at a time. Now, some of you might be thinking that you're just one person And what can you really do to make the world better? Well, listen to this African proverb that answers that question. If you think you're too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. History and her story have shown how determined individuals can indeed change the world for the better. Individuals of the modern era, such as Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Eleanor Roosevelt, Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, Cesar Chavez, and Gloria Steinem. History and her story have also shown that regular folks can and do have the ability to affect social change. In the 1980s, a young teenager, Ryan White, advocated for HIV/AIDS education and understanding. He not only became one of the faces of that movement, but he also helped to change how our nation looks at and deals with HIV/AIDS. I think of Malala, a young girl from Pakistan whose advocacy for girls' education has contributed mightily to young girls around the world being able to go to school. And just recently, Sophia, a third grader, wrote to President Obama questioning why there were no U.S. bills and coins with women's faces on them. She launched a process that is leading to a woman such as Harriet Tubman being placed on the United States bill, the $20 bill, for the very first time in our country. Now, some of you, dear graduates, will go from here to engage in further study. Some of you will leave the University of Toledo and enter the workforce. And yes, because of the state of the U.S. economy, I know that some of you are still looking for a job. But whatever your situation is, here is what I ask of you. Become a champion for positive social change. There's so many issues that need addressing. Climate change, hunger, poverty, war, violence, to name but a few. So, my dear classmates, choose an issue that you feel passionately about and work on it, even if you think that your contribution will only be a small one. Mother Teresa once said, if you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one person. However, if there is not an issue that tugs at your heart, that cries out for your engagement, that keeps gnawing at you, here is one that I feel passionately about and that I invite you to join me in confronting. The issue is centered in a reality of the world that you and I live in. Our nation, and indeed the world, has never been as diverse and interconnected as it is today. Think about it. Right here in this arena, we reflect extraordinary diversity in terms of race, gender identity, class, sexual orientation, nationality, religion, age, ability, and disability. Another one of my sheroes, Audre Lorde, the well-known African-American lesbian poet, left us with these profound words. It is not our differences that divide us. It is our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. In so many places here in our nation and around the world, not only are our differences not celebrated, they are used as the basis of bigotry and discrimination. But my classmates, I strongly believe that you and I have the responsibility to challenge any and all systems of inequality. When you encounter intolerance, bigotry, discrimination, you must speak up and speak out. I urge you to ask whoever is using such hateful language to think about what they are saying and why they are saying it. And do your best to make the point that bigotry is not only hurtful and harmful to whom it is directed, it also challenges the dignity and humanity of the person who is expressing it. And to you, my classmates, who will leave here to begin working in any number of professions, I offer this challenge. Be a voice for fairness and inclusion in your workplace. When there are job openings where you work, make sure the search includes a pool of diverse applicants. And equally importantly, if not more so, do what you can to make sure that the culture of your workplace is a welcoming one. Indeed, there is the kind of inclusiveness that encourages all employees to bring their whole selves to work. Others of you will leave here for post-baccalaureate study. In your graduate school, your law school, your medical school, speak up and speak out about the importance of a faculty, a curriculum, and a student body that reflects the range of human diversity that surrounds us. In doing so, you will help to guarantee a better educational process for yourself and for all students. For those of you who choose to be parents, and those who choose not to be parents, but who will be important in the lives of a niece, a nephew, or other young family members, I ask that you own the power you have to help a young person to begin his or her life without the scourge of bigotry. Remember, bigotry is learned. And if it is learned, it can be unlearned. And best of all, we can stop teaching it. During this and every election season, you and I, indeed all Americans, have the responsibility to investigate how each and every candidate approaches the basic American value that says all men, and let us always add women too, are created equal. And it is my view that you and I also have the responsibility to put into office candidates who endorse that fundamental American value. It's now time for me to bring close on your commencement address. I want to do so by telling you my version of the well-known story, The Star Thrower. One morning, a young girl was walking along a beach where there were countless starfish that had washed up on the beach, washed up there by a storm. As she came to each starfish, the young girl would bend down, pick up the starfish, and throw it back into the ocean. An old man was walking along the beach, and he noticed the girl. And as he approached her, he said, "Why, good morning, my daughter. May I ask you, what is it that you're doing?" The young girl looked up and replied, "Good morning, sir. I'm throwing starfish back into the ocean. The tide has washed them up onto the beach, and they can't return to the ocean by themselves. When the sun gets high, they will die unless I throw them back into the ocean." The old man shook his head, and he replied, "Oh, but my young daughter, there's so many starfish on this beach. All of these starfish. Can't you see that what you are doing won't make a difference?" At that point, the young girl picked up another starfish, and as she threw it into the ocean, she said, "But sir, what I'm doing, it made a difference to that one. I truly believe, my classmate, that each of you can be a force for positive change in our world. To each of you, my classmates, I want to say, congratulations, felicidades, mazel tov, and by graduating today, I say to you, you're done good." Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Cole. You've made a tremendous name for yourself, and we thank you for sharing your comments with us today. I now call upon Mr. Stephen Kavanaugh, Board of Trustees Vice Chair, who will present Dr. Janetta Cole for the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
President Gaber, I have the honor to present Dr. Janetta Betch Cole, who is a candidate for an honorary degree. Provost Barrett will present the citation for this candidate.
Dr. Janetta B. Cole, your unrelenting lifetime pursuit of a culture of inclusiveness has been powered by a passion for diversity and perseverance against inequality. As director of the National Museum of African Art, you are helping generations of people better understand their world and inspiring them to do what they can to improve the human condition. You are a trailblazing leader and humanitarian who made history in 1987 as the first African American female president of Spelman College in Atlanta, which had been founded more than a century prior for the purposes of educating black women. You later served as president of Bennett College, making you the only person who has served as president of both historically black colleges for women in the United States. During your leadership at Spelman from 1987 to 1997, the institution was named the #1 liberal arts college of the South and completed a capital campaign that raised $113.8 million, the largest sum ever raised by a historically black college or university. Spelman's competitive ranking and attendance soared. At Bennett College, you opened an art gallery and initiated programs in women's studies and global diversity studies. Driven by the absence of African Americans in 1960s history books, you helped create one of the first black studies programs as an anthropology professor at Washington State University. You played a pivotal role in developing the W.E.B. Du Bois Department of Afro-American Studies at UMass Amherst. You broke barriers in corporate America. You were the first woman elected to the board of trustees of Coca-Cola Enterprises. You were the first African American to chair the board of the United Way of America. Your service remains strong and wide-ranging. You are a fellow of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences and the American Anthropological Association. You serve on the board of Gregory University in Uturu, Nigeria, and the Scholarly Advisory Board of the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture. You are president of the Association of Art Museum Directors Board of Trustees. You are a professor emerita of Emory University, where you retired as Presidential Distinguished Professor of Anthropology, Women's Studies, and African American Studies. Your work as an author, activist, and anthropologist has been recognized with numerous awards, including the George Washington Carver Award, the Eleanor Roosevelt Val-Kill Medal, the Joseph Prize for Human Rights, the Trans-Africa Forum Global Public Service Award, and the Alston Jones International Civil and Human Rights Award. The Washingtonian magazine considers you one of the most powerful women in Washington, D.C. Ebony magazine listed you amongst the 100 most influential African Americans. Black Entertainment Television bestowed the BET Honors Award for Education on you. Dr. Cole, for your commitment to the celebration and respect of the differences of all people, the University of Toledo is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Dr. Janetta Cole, we are privileged to have you join us this afternoon at the University of Toledo. Your energy, your unbridled enthusiasm, your courage and steadfast commitment to serving others most certainly define your rich legacy. With our deepest admiration and respect, we're very pleased to honor you this afternoon. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the state of Ohio and the trustees of the University of Toledo, I do confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. We'll give her another hand. At this time, I invite Ms. Catherine Martineau, President of our University of Toledo's Alumni Association, to welcome the members of our graduating class to the distinguished ranks of our alumni body.
President Gaber, honored distinguished guests, faculty, staff members, family, friends, and graduates. On behalf of the University of Toledo Alumni Association, I would like to add our congratulations and good wishes to everyone here today. Although today is a time for celebration and parties, we know the hard work that went into getting this degree. And we know that once the parties are over, you'll be anxious to take your diploma out into the world and make a difference. You have the tools, and there are opportunities out there. We hope that no matter what fields you enter, take up leadership roles, one sort or another. You owe it to yourselves, and you owe it to the future. We have great faith in you, and we know you'll make us proud. And to help you remain connected to UT and other alums as well, we are giving a complimentary membership to the University of Toledo Alumni Association. It's free for 5 years. The Alumni Association can enrich your life with connections for many years to come. There are UT alumni throughout the world. Wherever you may go, your Alumni Association can help you find them. Plus, the Alumni Association will keep you connected with your alma mater. So as of right now, you belong. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Martineau. President Gaber, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished guests and parents, relatives, and friends of the graduates. It is my pleasure to announce the presentation of our degree candidates. Today there are 108 candidates for doctoral degrees. I now call upon Dr. Patricia Komanecki, Vice Provost for Graduate Affairs and Dean of the College of Graduate Studies, who will present the candidates for doctoral degrees from the Colleges of Business and Innovation, Languages, Literature and Social Sciences, and Natural Sciences and Mathematics.
Thank you, Provost Barrett. Candidates for doctoral degrees will please rise. President Gaber, I have the honor to present candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Manufacturing and Technology Management. The completion of a doctoral degree is a major accomplishment and reflects years of dedication and hard work. As Dean of the College of Graduate Studies, I offer my warmest congratulations to our newest recipients in recognition of their efforts. Please join me in recognizing these degree candidates.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the state of Ohio and the trustees of the University of Toledo, I do confer upon all of the qualified candidates for all doctoral degrees, including those in absentia, the degrees for which they have met the requirements. You are charged with the duties and responsibilities of that degree and granted the privileges and prerogatives appertaining thereto. The doctoral graduates may now move their tassels from the back left of their mortarboards to the front left side. Please join me in recognizing these doctoral degree recipients. Congratulations.
I now invite the candidates for all doctoral degrees to come forward to receive the congratulations of President Gaber, Board of Trustees Vice Chair Kavanaugh, and myself. Dr. Brian Ashburner, Associate Professor of Biology and Interim Vice Provost for Retention and Graduate Studies, will assist me in presenting the diploma cases to the candidates. Dr. Rebecca Schneider, Professor of Science Education and Graduate Council Chair, will read the names of the doctoral candidates and their advisors.
Michelle Elizabeth Rowley Roberts, hooded by Dr. Jill Brown. Jing Nang Mi, hooded by Dr. Gerard Thompson. Gong Lin, hooded by Dr. Gerard Thompson. Manos Lamachanis, hooded by Dr. Gerard Thompson. Pooja Pradhan, hooded by Dr. Karen Bjorkman. Gregory Worrell, hooded by Dr. Lawrence Anderson. Shu-Ting Lee, hooded by Dr. Paul Hong. Yasser Al-Mahadid, hooded by Dr. Paul Hong. Bedra Ashish Al-Shidri, hooded by Dr. Paul Hong. Mohammad Hijazi, hooded by Dr. Paul Hong. Ajis Yapa, hooded by Dr. Kana Yamamoto. Rachel Marvin, hooded by Dr. Cora Lind Yovax. Raymond E. West III, hooded by Dr. Cora Lynn Kovacs. Eric Charles Pritchard, hooded by Dr. Stephen D. Christian. Alan Hammer, hooded by Dr. Maria Dakakanova. Mohammed Adnan Siddiqui, hooded by Dr. Malati Krishnamaturthy. Srijik Rajiv Menon, hooded by Dr. Joseph Schmidt. Sri Kumar Valiti, hooded by Dr. Stephen Suchek.
Today, there are 677 candidates for master's degrees, 30 candidates for graduate certificates, and 20 candidates for education specialist. Candidates for undergraduate degrees include 1,840 for baccalaureate degrees and 42 for associate degrees. 41 of our candidates have completed the requirements for fulfillment of their baccalaureate study through our university's Jessup Scott Honors College. They are wearing medallions attached to gold ribbons in order to commemorate high achievement in the rigorous honors curricula here at the University of Toledo. Degree candidates graduating from the Jessup Scott Honors College, please rise to be recognized for your outstanding accomplishments. Please be seated. At this time, we would also like to recognize the candidates who have completed the Army ROTC program and have been commissioned as officers and are graduating today. Would the new officers who are with us today please stand? Please be seated. A number of our graduating candidates today are also wearing honors cords. Those wearing blue and gold twisted cords are graduating as baccalaureates with highest distinction, or summa cum laude. To qualify, these students have had to earn a cumulative grade point average of 3.9 or higher for all college work. Those wearing blue cords are graduating as baccalaureates with higher distinction, or magna cum laude. To qualify, these students had to earn a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.6 for all college work. Those wearing gold cords are graduating as baccalaureates with high distinction, or cum laude. To qualify, these students had to earn a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.3 for all college work. Those wearing white cords are graduating as associates with high scholarship. To qualify, these students had to earn a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.3 for all college work at the associate level. Please join me in applause to acknowledge the scholastic achievement of all of these students. On behalf of the University of Toledo community and the Student Veterans of America UT chapter, it is my privilege and honor to recognize those graduates adorned with red, white, and blue military honor cord. These courageous men and women have served or are currently serving in the United States Armed Forces. We thank you for your distinguished service and your sacrifices for our country. Please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. I now call Dean Gary Inch, who will present the candidates for master's, baccalaureate, and associate degrees in the College of Business and Innovation.
Will all candidates for master's degree from the College of Business and Innovation please rise? As in, stand up. President Gaber, as the Dean of the College of Business and Innovation, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Master of Business Administration and Master of Science in Accounting. Please join me in recognizing these master's degree candidates. Please be seated. The following students will graduate summa cum laude. They are asked to rise as their names are called. Heather A. Dietrich, Francis P. Gibbons, Sarah C. Hildebrandt, Eric P. Hipp, Angela M. Lepkowski, Jocelyn M. Malloy, Allie M. McDonald, Brittany N. Poland, Richard Scott, Abby A. Zenga. I should have practiced that before I got up here. Sorry, Abby, I love you. Zachary G. Zavela. I don't know if any of them stood up. Oh, see? All right. Good job, guys. Will all the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Business and Innovation please rise? Baccalaureates, please rise. Degrees in the Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Applied Organizational Technology. Since we all applaud, and we'll applaud them one more time, please recognize and congratulating them for their successes. Please be seated. Will all candidates for the associate degrees from the College of Business and Innovation please rise? President Gaber, as Dean of the College of Business and Innovation, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Associate of Applied Business, Associate of Arts, Associate of Applied Business, Business Management Technology, Associate of Applied Business, Business Management Technology Accounting, and Associate of Technical Studies. Please join me in recognizing these degree candidates. Please be seated.
I now call Associate Dean Holly Monsos, who will present the candidates for master's and baccalaureate degrees in the College of Communication and the Arts.
Will all candidates for master's degrees from the College of Communication and the Arts please rise? President Gaber, as Associate Dean of the College of Communication and the Arts, I'm pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Master of Music in Performance. Please join me. The following students will graduate summa cum laude. They are asked to rise as their names are called. James C. Aponte, Angelique R. Baird, Henrik D. Kress, Danielle M. Pigula, and Alexandria M. Smith. Please be seated. Will all candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Communication and the Arts please rise? President Gaber, as Associate Dean of the College of Communication and the Arts, I'm pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Music. Please join me in recognizing these baccalaureate degree candidates.
I now call Dean Jamie Barlow, who will present the candidates for graduate certificate, master's, and baccalaureate degrees in the College of Languages, Literature, and Social Sciences.
Good afternoon. Will all candidates for graduate certificate and master's degrees from the College of Languages, Literature, and Social Sciences please rise? President Gaber, as Dean of the College of Languages, Literature, and Social Sciences, I am pleased to present the candidates for graduate certificate and the degrees of Master of Arts and Master of Liberal Studies. Please join me in recognizing these certificate and master's degree candidates. Please be seated. The following students will graduate summa cum laude. They are asked to rise as their names are called and to remain standing. Jennifer M. Andrella, Corey M. Byrne, Stuart A. Besley, Kylie Bonar, Megan M. Cunningham, Olivia N. Herrera, Alyssa R. Ross, Katrina N. Schmitz, Brianna L. Stefan, and Grant A. Wall. Please be seated. Will all candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the College of Languages, Literature, and Social Sciences please rise? Dr. Gaber, as Dean of the College of Languages, Literature, and Social Sciences, I'm pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Please join me in recognizing these baccalaureate degree candidates. Please be seated.
And now, last but not least, I call upon Dean Karen Bjorkman, who will present the candidates for master's and baccalaureate degrees in the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics.
Will all candidates for master's degrees from the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics please rise? President Gaber, as Dean of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts and Master of Science. Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Please be seated. The following students will graduate summa cum laude. They are asked to rise as their names are called and to remain standing. Carolyn E. Beck, Kelsey Demoff, Logan A. Phelps, Alicia Sangal, Eliza K. Stoltzfus, Andrew E. Thomas, and Amanda L. Zolchak. Congratulations to you all. Will all candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics please rise? President Gaber, as Dean of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, I am pleased to present the candidates for Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Medical Technology. Please join me in recognizing these baccalaureate degree candidates. Congratulations, rocket scientists.
Will all candidates for graduate certificate, master's degrees, and undergraduate degrees please rise? This means everybody but the doctoral students. President Gaber, these students have completed all requirements for baccalaureate, master's degrees, or undergraduate or graduate certificates.
The faculty and the Board of Trustees join me in delivering these congratulations and in noting the insoluble link between you and the University of Toledo. We are linked forever. Our good fortune is your good fortune. Your success is our pride. Now, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the state of Ohio and the trustees of the University of Toledo, I do confer upon all of the qualified candidates for associate, baccalaureate, and master's degrees, including those in absentia, the degrees for which they have met the requirements. You are charged with the duties and responsibilities of that degree and granted the privileges and prerogatives appertaining thereto. The master's graduates may now move their tassels from the back right of their mortarboards to the back left of their mortarboards. All baccalaureate and associate's graduates may now move their tassels from the front right side of their mortarboards to the back right side of their mortarboards. Please be seated.
At this time, we invite the marshals to escort the candidates for education specialist, graduate certificates, master's and undergraduate degrees to receive the congratulations of their respective dean and a member of our Board of Trustees. Candidates from the Colleges of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, Languages, Literature, and Social Sciences, and Communication and the Arts will come forward in continuing order to the west lower stage to my right. Candidates from the College of Business and Innovation will come forward in continuing order to the lower east stage to my left. After students have been greeted by your dean and trustee, you are asked to return to your seats and be seated.
Joshua J. Keeler. Who's the other side? Stephanie Newmer.
Jessica Jakubowski.
Kauthar Iseli.
Yida He.
Cameron McMillan.
Rachada Chinchab. Chenghua Wang.
Matthew L. Maher.
Lara Altahi.
Hanan Alafatni.
Omar Hazima.
Gerda Premno.
Emily and Kirsten Dabu.
Jia Zhao.
Kivan Campbell.
Simiao Ye.
Freddie Jogo.
Yingling Liu.
Craig Holman.
Seo Song.
Abdullah Al-Mashoud.
Chong Chong Liu.
Abdelaziz Shreda.
Alexa Seaman.
Catherine Han.
Cassandra Dreslinski.
Danielle Zervelek.
Kelly Christine Stillings.
Paige Bigham.
Kayla Cornell.
Tabitha Neiman.
Rachel Johnson.
JJ Rupert.
Dylan Griselding.
Omar bin Kamala.
Paul Gladio.
Kaibo Yang.
Holly Renee Hutchinson.
Wei Xiao.
Jenna Meisner.
Hang Lu.
Mackenzie Oswald.
Amanda Eber.
Carlin Waldeck.
Samantha Marie Watson.
Alicia Sangal.
Robert Carpenter.
Kinza Sheikh.
Suba Manran Chitambran.
Is that okay? Laura Minguez Fiatez.
Vignisha Kanan Thrumavalvan.
Ezekiel Johnson.
Ramaswamy Rasha Ramaswamy Kanan.
Megan Pierce.
Gopinath Murthy.
Lucho Faiso.
Prim Francis Samuel.
Adil Tausif.
Abi Manu.
Daniel Stephen Clark.
Kyla Millenbaugh.
Logan Phelps.
Ali Alfarden.
Bethany Claypool.
Paula Leandra Williams.
Deben Edens.
Ishu Liu.
Mohammed Smiley.
Yinghoi Ma.
Ibrahim Bariesa.
Jadai Guo.
Samuel Park.
Aditya Subramanian.
Joshua Hamilton.
Akshay Joseph.
Daniel Idu.
Roshni Arvindakshan.
Morgan Gubo.
Shrutika Setau Mariban.
Rachel Opperman.
Vikas Jagunathan.
Alexander Wisniewski.
Srinivasan Nuriyanu Swamir.
Brandon Chada.
Somiya.
Cottrell Martin. Lots of enthusiasm.
Karunya Krishna Kumar.
Robert Delk III.
Akshata.
Justin Dabell.
Vishnu Vardhan.
Jessica Moore.
Nivata.
Jacob Noon.
Vaishali.
Rachel Orr.
Suresh.
Donner Britton.
Uvavinid Krishna.
Matthew Bomaretto.
Vijay Raj Ilankumaran.
Kayla McClayroy.
Nagadev Nagesh.
Thomas Brewer.
Diksana Jedashandran.
Ashley Davis.
Santosh Gopalsamy.
Amanda Zolchak.
Sri Harini.
Brooke Gari.
Divya Lakshmi
Kelsey Dimmoff.
Vinkaraj.
Whoop. Didn't wait. Hannon Faris.
Surya Prakash.
Jacob Schultz.
Eshak Ramamurthy.
Colin Fitzpatrick.
Vidya Lakshmi Viswaswan.
Alex Laney.
Netra Murugesan.
Brandon Jackson.
Lakshmi Sudhir.
Melissa Nicole Russell.
Ring Tu.
Priyanka Mori.
Shishi Huang.
Derek Studens.
Chao Wang.
Todd Edwin Osborne.
Mingming Zhang.
Robert Scott Mitchell.
Kate Elizabeth Perna.
Tyler Patrick Snyder.
Brianna Plans.
Emily Winfred Raddy.
Caitlin Nguyen.
Amani Brown.
Natalia Paeja.
Umad Asali.
Mark Elmerzoub.
Julie Hanna.
Patrick Hakola.
Fadi Rizk.
Catherine Ann Kitts.
Nicole Marie Clark.
Jasmine Young.
Bethany Ann Brown.
Tony Rose.
Heather Frank.
Jared Wogelman.
Emily Scott.
Nicholas Oswald.
Allison Breda.
Patrick Jones.
Kimberly Aaron Kohler.
James Henry Millsaps Jr.
Amy Elizabeth Mann.
Leo Eugene Lauterbach.
Matthew Karp.
Brandon Kale.
Gordon Huffman.
Andrew Nutter.
Ronald Wheeler III.
Cameron Tilkins.
Jordan Clark.
Matt Duval.
Ashley Teal.
Haley Egbert.
Noor George Jacobs.
Hannah Magistro.
Joseph George Jabali.
Richard Ference.
Lauren Ty.
Mohammed Al-Hazani.
Stephanie Ingram.
Ganesh Krishnan.
Are we finished with this? Are we finished here?
Anthony Struther II.
Aste Turner.
Vincent Seitz.
Brittany Thompson.
Tyson Moore.
Marissa Zindorf.
Tyler Camilleri.
Melissa Corbin.
Ananya Amareddy.
Is this ready for me? Okay, so you're ready for naming?
Quintez Young. Bethann Lumbrizer.
Okay.
Kristen Burton.
Kelly Snyder.
Fale Alatabi. Abdul Karim Al-Rafi.
Jennifer Perrion.
Constantino Kuzma.
Benjamin Garcia.
Matthew Whiteman.
Clyde Kovacs.
Noah Bruck.
Sean Tennant.
Nicholas Reaper.
Tracy Smith.
Isaac St. Marie.
Laura Haldane.
Jafar Altawil.
Rebecca Phillips.
Kyle Hoover.
Elizabeth Johnston.
Thomas Hobbs.
Kyle Novak.
Derek Messer.
Daniel James Call.
Willie June Smith III.
Mayumi Kahanavitaj.
Jessica York.
Gayani Wedapuli.
Lena McCoy.
Victor Lawson.
Catherine Hegemeyer.
Michael Miller.
David Reed.
Marlon Graves. Jessica Hiller Blair.
Angelica Hernandez.
Maxime Hernandez.
Andrea Osorio.
Taslima Uktur.
Melissa Panuski.
Michelle Fowler.
Melissa McNulty.
Michaela Lockett.
Evan Hughes.
Young Hyung Peck.
Alexander Bartos.
Heather Copeland.
Richard Boggs.
Veronica Lysett.
Terrell Williams.
Yopina Pertiwi.
Taylor Cashmer.
John Gleason.
Amber Ulrich.
Kaylana Addington.
Caitlin McAvoy.
Melissa Gressman.
Molly Scholl.
Savannah Xavier.
Eric Gower.
Laura Rossler.
Brent Bain.
Joseph Gast.
Morgan Reddick.
Ryan Zenk.
Carly Civillo.
Sutaf Niaz.
Alexandra Chamberlain.
Jessica Oakley.
Austin Smith.
Molly Brown.
Emma Greenberg.
Hanan Zuke.
Robert Krutzer.
Catherine Lynn Buddy.
Zachary T. Roy.
Kevin Jocelyn.
Andrew Georgievich.
April K. Castro.
Francis Gibbons,
Antonia Vasquez,
Connor Carroll,
Michelle Burns,
Alex Clymer,
Ding Zong Hu,
Kareem Hamuda,
Diamond Crowder, Ibrahim Shafal,
Giovanna Faith Petaway,
Jamil Benson,
Chad Robert Green,
Taylor McCormick,
Sydney Edwards,
Forrest Wright,
Jolene Jackson,
Timothy Elijah Chambers,
Nadia Deeb,
Jacob Brommer,
Allison Schoen,
Hunter Magram,
Carol Kinney,
Jennifer Andrella,
Gina Consul,
Joseph Brzezinski,
Judy Sendelbach,
Professor Sitchi Monahan,
Abby Nance,
Katie Ibrahim,
Robert James Cagle,
Hanadi Jarouche,
Zachary Spanbauer,
Claire Frisk,
Marissa Hackney, Stephen
Abdullah-
Olson,
Abdullah Ashwikat,
Trevor Cox,
Lee Slusher,
Heather Dietrich,
Frederick J. Clark Jr.,
Brittany Metz,
Antonella Tyrone,
Alyssa Malcolm,
Samuel E. Gold,
Bradley Warshaw,
Tim Metz,
Andrew Kiswick,
Emily Miranda,
Michael Cosenza,
Julia Chandler,
Jonathan Corbett,
Megan Cunningham,
Chen Liu,
Austin Sirna,
Yuanzi Han,
Deshayla Davis,
Bander Alamudi,
Marissa Ariti,
Debbie Alfaro,
Lily Rodriguez Steen,
Crystal Valdez,
Stephanie Williams,
Aaron DeGiulio,
Sarah Cremines,
Richard Bechtel,
James Perrine,
Adam Mason,
Irie Kondo,
Eric DeBell,
Shanae Hughes,
Riley Sager,
Jeanette Cornwell,
Shannon Joyce,
Ariel Berger,
Ashley Citraro,
Marissa Dennis,
Marissa Gibbons,
Nick Masola,
Jennifer Mayhew,
Tyler Mason,
Evan Brooks,
Sierra Ortiz,
Sarah Hildebrand,
Alyssa Krill,
Abby Isengay,
Erica Smith,
Stacy Baranovic,
Abigail McCormick,
Brittany Poland,
Andrew Raymond Peters,
Jacqueline Malloy.
Michael Campbell.
Kevin Roop.
Taylor Fowler.
Derek Kent Martindale the First.
Kayla Brock.
Angela Lepkowski.
Chelsea Tubb.
Nicholas Lindsay.
Summer Luderbine.
Travis Reamsnyder.
Crystal Jagkowski.
James Spieth.
Zachary Schaefer.
Ethan Bartek.
Latoya Triplett.
Jennifer Basinger.
Tiffany Runyon.
Abigail Benseski.
Taylor Birch.
Allie McDonald.
Jamie Lind.
Cody Gibson.
Emily Harrison.
Nathan Pennington.
Katrina Schmidt.
Hussein Al-Hamali.
Morgan Beeching.
Madeline Hayes.
Andrew Krantz.
Tahani Al-Jamili. Leslie Wilson.
Emily Werner.
Abigail Golden.
Megan Meyer.
Keith Williams II.
Ian Davis.
Jacob Hoskins.
Cameron Ueki.
Andrew Rassel.
Dominique Collins.
Benjamin Linneberry.
Courtney Gilbert.
Yida Gao.
Richard Clever.
Jingnan Guo.
Corey Sprinkles.
Liwei Zhang.
Elizabeth Croak.
Allison Hebner.
Allison Marie Long.
Tiffany Sassady.
Amber Self.
Ryan Jorgensen.
Christy Reese.
Wes Bays.
Kyrie Hills.
Emily Burkert.
James Burmaster.
Shi Young.
Kelsey Hoffman.
Nanbo Lu.
Benjamin Decatur.
Yinru Zhu.
Abigail Rupel.
Chen Kai.
Cameron McLeod.
Damon Tanner.
Alexandria Smith.
Joshua Kleinert.
Lydia Irvin.
Bridget Espy.
Caitlin Gray.
Coral McClellan.
Catherine Rice.
Roy Gosweiler.
Emily Frank.
Maddie Jarrett.
Kayla Perez.
Morgan Sam.
Annalise Wanamaker.
Marissa Isavas.
Dean Stewart.
Jay Huth.
David Krall.
Eric Hip.
Ashley Nicole Hernandez.
Thomas Schindler.
Takia Lisbon.
Troy Favorite.
Elisa Williams.
Zachary Lozar.
Melanie Gooseby.
Andrea Damons.
Reem Barakat.
Izinwa Omodon.
Nika Geierman.
Trent DeLong.
Michelle Triasano.
Liz Weiler.
Joseph Okayomo.
Priscilla Timmons.
Anna Bowie.
Megan Gaisunas.
Emily Rose.
Longfan Shu.
Brianna Kusno.
Hutian Guan.
Caitlin Greenhill.
Si Yuan Yu.
Faith Goodman.
Randy Connery Swift II.
Mackenzie Miller.
Mark Remy.
Ashley Gall.
Alyssa Marie Geiger.
Marie Cordes.
William Paul Schoof.
Brody Haar.
Maram Rashid.
Johannes Ronquillo.
Abigail Stow.
Tunasi O'Laddermill.
Jason
Tunasi O'Laddermill.
Jason Brobst.
Krista Lynn Constantine.
Joanna Baker.
Samantha Lepre.
Lindsay Murrell.
Sama Jaludi.
Isam Mustafa.
Chelsea Martinez.
Modafer Al-Hayani.
Blake Odie.
Lila Horton.
Michael Miller.
Aisha Jones.
George Deeb Habush.
Alex Palicki.
Brooke Edwards.
Christopher Thompson.
Hunter Giles.
Deborah Thanishu.
Jenna Nance.
Elizabeth A. Hairston.
Mark Woowert.
Andrea Barledge.
Tierra Houston Tremail.
Elizabeth Basham.
Danielle Pigula.
Patrice Perry.
Gabrielle Jones.
Celine Harrison.
Stephen Hoodie.
Benjamin Hahn.
Crystal Hand.
Brandon James Terry.
Brandy Save.
Sarah Dreyer.
Amanda Lee Petroff.
Justin Garrett.
Jalen Lafayette Hightower Jackson.
Abdullah Alai.
Chaz Whitaker.
Darasa Wilson.
Juoen Haynes.
Jordan Glaze.
Asha Spencer.
Sharita Temple.
David Duffy.
Guishin Dong.
Tyler Matson.
Shunyi Zhao.
Devin Lutz.
Chenjian Wu.
Courtney Shaw.
Xiaoyan Su.
Angelique Baird.
Bisheng Liu.
Naomi Shea.
C.E. Chen.
Alexis Stings.
Edward Chandler Burgess.
Emily Mazzola.
Daryl Antonio Stevens.
Catherine Inky.
Carl Chukamerje.
Rachel Vatkovich. Kelsey Shirello. Stefan Hinshaw. Anastasia Nicole Barnhill. Tiffany Dupuis. Tiffany Kramer. Bryce Knott. Samantha Rhodes. Linz Mahaney. Emily Peterson. Gina Todd. Haley O'Brien. Sierra Hudnall. Zainab Shaib. Angelina Edwards. Kathleen Miller. Scott Littrell. Yue Zhao. Kayla Emma Heiser. Heather Wolford. Shawnee Sanders. Ashley Leffler. Lydia Elizabeth Sims.
Congratulations, graduates. Today you join more than 100,000 men and women who are proud alumni of the University of Toledo. They are making a difference in communities across the U.S. and abroad as entrepreneurs, artists, business professionals, engineers, physicians, educators, lawyers, dentists, pharmacists, humanists, environmentalists, and scientists. As you start this next chapter in life, use what you've learned at UT to benefit the people and places you encounter. Continue to learn because knowledge is empowering. Use yours to help others, to fulfill whatever aspirations you desire, and to better the planet we share. And have some fun along the way. I'd like to take a moment now to recognize all of the important people here who form your support system. Your parents and friends, a spouse or partner, siblings and grandparents. Over the past few years, they have served as your own personal fan club. I think you'll agree that without them, attaining a degree would have been far more difficult. To all of those people who have been there for you, I say thank you. A huge thank you for believing in your graduate, for offering advice when they face difficult decisions, for instilling confidence when they struggled with doubt, for sharing laughter when they needed relief from stress, and for caring when they needed encouragement. Graduates, please join me in giving a big round of applause to these family members, friends, and loved ones. Thank you. Additionally, I want to extend thanks to the many UT staff members who worked to plan this commencement. I would also like to thank Dr. Jason Stumbo, Director of Bands, and members of our University of Toledo Wind Ensemble for providing today's music. Let's give a round of applause for all of these individuals. And now, what all of today's pageantry and comments have been leading up to, the moment our graduates definitely have earned and years in the making. In honor of our graduates, I'm asking all of you to help bring down the house with one final enthusiastic, roaring, foot-stomping round of ovation in recognition of them. Here's to our graduates. At this time, I ask you all to rise for the singing of the Alma Mater led by Chelsea Cree. Those in academic regalia will remain standing for the recessional. All others are asked to take their seats after the Alma Mater and to remain seated until the graduates have left.